Take one, ABC, common mark.
Propaganda can be a powerful and subtle tool, but how does it actually work? How does it change the way we think? How does it influence us to see entire groups of people as fundamentally different than ourselves, even as less than human?
There are lots of reasons to think that dehumanization would have played an important role in the genocide in Rwanda. The idea that the Tutsis were framed as cockroaches. I mean, part of what that does, that imagery, it calls to mind what we do with cockroaches. We exterminate cockroaches. You know, when we think about what it means to be human, a lot goes into that. Humans, as compared to other animals in general, you know, we tend to think of ourselves as having more complex mental capacities. So when we strip another group of humanity, what we're doing is overlooking or simply outright denying them these more complex mental states, as well as their capacity to experience things like pain. We're essentially not only just saying they're not like us, but they're also beneath us.
Other times, our dehumanization can be even more intentional to stoke fear about the group that's being dehumanized. We see them as outside the boundary of people to whom normal moral rules would apply. They are seen to pose a significant threat to the society in question. And so it becomes more okay to aggress against them, to even kill them. To engage in genocide towards them. How does dehumanizing propaganda convince us to overlook our morals and our perceptions? Well, it doesn't just flip a switch in our brain. It sets in motion a gradual and insidious process that changes how we see others. Science can't tell us exactly how these influences work on our brains, but we're trying to understand it better. Some work suggests that dehumanization can turn off parts of our brain that allow us to think about and empathize with other people. Normally, when we think about other groups of people and empathize with them or see them as being essentially like us, we use a part of the brain that's called the medial prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for our social cognition. And that brain activity is visible to researchers. But when people were thinking about groups that are dehumanized, the researchers in these studies actually saw less activity in that region. And what that suggests is that we don't think about these groups that are dehumanized in the same way that we would think about other people.